Let's take a look at problems number 12 through 15. The instructions say, apply the distributive property to simplify. Remember that dividing by any number is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So we've already looked at a bunch of problems where we multiply one number by some expression in parentheses. Now we're doing the opposite. We're taking an expression in parentheses and dividing by a number. We need to remember the same basic rule, which is to take everything in parentheses and remember to divide every single term by the number we're given. So let's take a look at number 12 to start. Number 12 says 6x plus 15 divided by 3. So just so you know, another way to write this would be to say 6x plus 15 over 3, all as one fraction. That means the exact same thing as what we're doing. So I prefer to think of it as a fraction because for me, it's easier to see a fraction as division. It's just my preference. I like to look at it as a fraction because it's easier for me to look at. So when I see this fraction, 6x plus 15, all divided by 3, what I'm saying is that I'm taking 6x divided by 3, and then I'm adding that to 15 divided by 3. So let's look at each of these terms separately. 6x divided by 3, well, I know 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 6x divided by 3 must be 2x. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So that changes my expression to 2x plus 5. So that's going to be equivalent to what I started with, 6x plus 15 divided by 3. Let's take a look at number 13, see if we can apply the same strategy here for number 13. So number 13 says 2b plus 12 divided by 2. So when I rewrite this as a fraction, I'm going to write the whole numerator, 2b plus 12, divided by 2. So 2 goes in the denominator. So when I simplify this, I really need to think of it as two separate fractions. The first fraction that I have is 2b over 2. And I'm adding, because I was adding in my original expression, so I keep adding now, I'm adding another fraction, which is 12 over 2. So when I simplify this expression, I just need to simplify both those fractions. So my first fraction was 2b over 2. So I have two b's, and I split them into two groups. There's one b in each group. I was adding, so I keep adding. And 12 divided by 2, that's 6. I know I went kind of quickly for these first two examples. So what I'd like you to do, please, if you haven't copied everything down, pause the video right now and copy down what you see. If you have copied everything down, I'd like you to try 14 and 15 on your own. So once you've copied this information in pink and purple and red down, try 14 and 15 on your own. And then when you're done with 14 and 15, start the video again so you can see the answer key, okay? So try these now and make sure the video is paused. When you're done, start the video again to check your answers. Okay, let's take a look at number 14 together. So number 14, what we're doing is we're taking 20r minus 8 divided by 4. So I'm thinking of 20r minus 8 as the numerator of my fraction and 4 as the denominator. And then I'm going to split this up essentially into two division problems. The first division problem I'm thinking of is 20r divided by 4. And then in my original expression, right here and here, I was subtracting. So I'm going to keep subtracting now. And my second fraction is going to be 8 over 4, or in other words, 8 divided by 4. So once I've gotten that, I need to simplify those two fractions. 20r over 4, well, 20 goes into 4, or 4 goes into 25 times. So 4 goes into 20r, 5r times. I keep subtracting because I've been subtracting all along, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So number 14 simplifies to 5r minus 2. Let's take a look at number 15. Number 15 says 49g minus 7 divided by 7. So I want to think of this as one big fraction, 49g minus 7. And in the denominator, 7 because I'm taking that and splitting it into 7 equal groups. So really I'm thinking of two separate fractions, 49g over 7 minus 7 over 7. Now I just need to simplify these fractions separately. 7 goes into 49 7 times. So 7 goes into 49g 7g times. I was subtracting, so I keep subtracting. And 7 over 7 is 1. So that changes my expression to 7g minus 1.